Where do I go when I need a shelter? Where do I go when I need a friend? Greetings, Cancer, all placements. This is Amy Grant. Where do I go? And she says, back to my knees, calling to Jesus. So some of my Cancers, you can be getting more into your spirituality, more into whatever religion it is that you follow. Some of you can be having some come to Jesus moments, or someone around you can be having a come to Jesus moment. Someone here could have been having the same cycle around and around and around, and someone just wasn't learning the lesson. And now the final the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, that has now happened, and someone is getting a rude awakening. I'm wide awake, so someone can feel like they were awake before, but now they're wide awake. Someone is now privy to something. Someone is now seeing a whole new side of someone, or a whole new side of a situation. You know, sometimes we really have to completely remove ourselves from a situation to really see the truth of what is going on in that situation. Oftentimes, you know, when we're in it, when we're in the thick of it, it's so hard to really see the truth of our impact in it, the other person's impact in it. You know, just what's going on. Speaking of which, I always put on all my necklaces, and I didn't have this one on, so we'll put this one on. Because I don't want them to rust, I take them off when I shower, and my hair's all clean, so. But can't be talking about Jesus without putting on my cross, so, okay. Some of my Cancers, though, you know, she says, where do I go when I need a shelter? And then I was getting the song Shelter by Ray Lamonte, I don't know how you say his last name, but shelter keeps coming up. So some of my Cancers, something about shelter. Someone saw someone as their shelter. Someone here could have grown up really sheltered. Someone here could be looking for a new place to live. Someone here something could be up with a shelter, something about the shelter, something about take shelter. So I don't know, maybe there's, you know, summer storms or something about a shelter is very strong for my Cancers. Now, in Ray's song, he says, I guess you don't need it. I guess you don't want me to repeat it, but everything I have, I'll give to you. Even if it's not much, I'll give everything to you. He says, you tried to stay, but you could not stand it. To see me shut down slowly is not an easy thing to do. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You will shelter me, my love, and I will shelter you. All of this around us will fall away, and I will shelter you, you will shelter me. So someone here, you know, is shutting down slowly, and it's the straw that broke the camel's back. This is the whole putting a frog in a lukewarm pot and then slowly bringing it to a boil. Someone thought that someone wouldn't actually leave. Someone here could have constantly been complaining, or constantly been like, hey, be more present, be more, like, be here with me. What's going on? And someone was like, nothing, I'm fine, nothing, I'm fine. And then the person walks away, and when they aren't being asked, what's up? Nothing, I'm fine. Like, they can't say nothing, I'm fine, because the person is gone. Now they're like, wait, what? I'm not fine. And it's like, well, then why have you been lying to me for the last however many 50 million years or 5 months that you're fine, when it's clearly not fine? So, and it makes sense also, because in postal service, nothing better, which I was also getting, you know, he starts out and he's like, will someone repair this broken heart that you've deserted for better company? So someone can be like, oh, are you just replacing me? You just want something better? You want something better? But later on, and he even says in that song, he even says, all of these interruptions, Cancer, oh my gosh. Okay, so there could be a lot of service interruptions. There could be a service interruption. There could be a lot of interruptions. I will say we are on the precipice of Mercury retrograde. That being said, in the postal service song, he says something along the lines of like, I don't know, he's like, basically he's playing victim. I'll just say it that way. He's playing victim. But he's like, just tell me what to do to make it right. I'll do my best to comply. And it's like, no, I don't want to have to tell you what to do to make it right. If you really care about me, you should just show up naturally that way. You shouldn't have to say sorry in the first place, is my point. So Cancer, someone is like, please just tell me how to fix it. Please just tell me what to do. And it's like, no, because I don't want a robot. I don't want to train you. I don't want to be your mom. I don't want to be your dad. Like, I want a partnership. I want someone who is actually equal, eye to eye with me, who's actually as honest, authentic, and present with me. Like, I deserve that. I want that. So I'm leaving the situation so I can go have that. He says, and then the woman says, let me help you remember. I've made charts and graphs to finally make it clear on why I have to leave. So please back away and let me go. And then the guy's like, I can't, my darling, I love you. So someone here does not want someone to leave, even though they also know how they've messed up. Like, she didn't have to make charts and graphs to make it clear. He darn well knows what he did behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And that's the thing. He still has some secrets that he thinks that she doesn't know, but she knows. And maybe she's called him out on those secrets, but he's never going to admit to them. And that's also why someone has to leave. It's like someone could say that they weren't messaging other people, but they were, but they will take that to their grave. And it's like, someone here knows that. And it's like, no, I can't trust you. I'll never be able to trust you, because literally you are taking to your grave that you were messaging other people while we were talking. Like, that's not cool. Like, why would I settle for that when someone else over here sees my full worth, is a full-blown partner, and is not going to do me dirty a million times? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. He's like, but I swear I'll never wrong you again. I know I made mistakes, but I won't do it again. Well, again, if you really weren't going to do it again, you just wouldn't have done it in the first place. So Cancer, someone can be like, I'm sorry, you've had your chance, so say goodbye, say goodbye. I mean, that's what she says at the end of that song. So someone here could also be getting kicked out if people like live together. This can also be like a work situation where someone keeps, you know, trying to make something work. They feel like they're walking around on eggshells, and they think that their employer's, you know, always going to fire them, always going to fire them. But then one day they just decide to actually leave the employer. The employer can be like, wait, what? So someone here can be like pulling a fast one on, I'm hearing pulling a fast one. Someone here is pulling a fast one on something. It's crazy because someone here sees, I see my whole life when I'm with you. Someone sees their whole life when they're with someone, yet they just can't help it. When that person's not around, they're like, ooh, dog. Who let the dogs out? Literally. Someone here is a total dog when their partner's not around. And they're stressed about this because, again, they feel a sense of belonging to this person. Could be strong Aries. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is here as well. But, yeah, and so, literally, they're two-timing. Now, if someone isn't two-timing, then in a work situation, it's someone who's really loving and sweet one moment and kind of playful, and then the next they're like, get to work, and they're really mean. And so again, it's like, what is it? Like, do you love me? Do you hate me? Do you want me to work here? Do you not want me to work here? Do you want me to live here? Do you not want me to live here? Because I'm not going to get yanked around. I'm not okay with being yanked around. Someone can be yanking around a living situation with the Magician and the 10 of Pentacles. Someone's like, you know what? Fine. I don't need your stinking living place. I don't need this job. I don't need this. I don't need this relationship. Someone here is sick of the runaround. And it's like the other person had no intentions of fully making someone leave, but they just had a lot of fun with the control that they felt like they had over someone. So it's giving someone thought that they had more control over a person than they really do. And now someone has taken their power back. And now that someone's taken their power back, all bets are off. All bets are off. But someone here wants to come back. Now, again, in a work situation, this is a place being like, please, literally. Someone realizing, wait, we do need you. We're sorry we yanked you around. Can we have a new beginning here? Literally, the Emperor and the Fool. Very strong Aries energy, and the King of Wands. Aries, Aries, Aries. Literally, someone is in their head because they know that they two-timed someone. They know that they did someone dirty. They know that they did someone dirty. And even in a work situation, someone knows that they underpaid. No, the advice is, so Cancer, take it whatever side of the fence you're on, but the advice is this situation is dead and gone because someone here betrayed someone one too many times. The 10 of Swords has come out multiple times. The 10 of Swords is a betrayal that spiritually you should not come back from. I mean, yes, obviously come back from, but not with that same living situation, not with that same friend, not with that same lover. Spirit is saying, you know, God has heard things that you haven't, or that they haven't. Take it whatever side of the fence you're on, Cancer. You can be dealing with another Cancer. So, someone, a contract is dead, done, over with. Healing is needed here. Literally, someone was breadcrumbing, and it was like sideways and kind of downward with the Magician in the 5 of Pentacles. Like, someone knew that they were doing the bare minimum because they were juggling and giving attention elsewhere and acting single as a Pringle. And yeah, in a dating situation, someone definitely could have been like, you know, I want us to be Facebook official, but I just need a little more time to get my stuff together. No, you just want a little more time to stick your D in some other people and be a total imbecile, which is why Spirit is like, no, I've seen things that you haven't, so this needs to be totally dead, done, over with, because that's the only way that you will actually get, you know, your justice in this situation, is leaving and moving on. I'm leaving, never to come back again. And what's funny, Cancer, is the person in the dating situation who is doing someone dirty could have, you know, replaced the good one quickly, but those replacements just like leave like that. And then the other person, they may like be single for like a month or so and keep to themselves, but their next one that comes through might actually be who they end up with and marry. And that's their karma. Bless you.